Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the pre-show to the show. And, well, the pre-show to the show, as we all know, tends to be something of a clown show. And this, for all intents and purposes, is my circus. Yes, it is. Senzo's on camera, and for the very first time you're seeing a number of things today, and I shall explain these further. The most important, of course, is that I'm not wearing a hat, which means that my balding head is now exposed to the world. This has been a big step for me. Psychologically, a very difficult one for me to have taken. Of course, wearing a hat inside seems disrespectful in many ways, and so I am now without a hat, and I hope that the shining front of my forehead will not blind you during the course of this pre-show, or indeed during the course of the next 2 months, during which time I will be in and out of the studio and in the field. Good, very nice. Right now, we're preparing for the show. We're going to be having three feeds from the Mara. That's where we are, by the way, in Kenya, in the Mara. There will be no feed from Djuma today. That is because they are enjoying a well-deserved rest, and so they're all fast asleep, or possibly still up after last night or so. And, well, thank you. Apparently a number of you have said that you, and I quote here, love me without my hat on. Well, that's most relieving, I must say. I will tell you that Mrs. Wallington, of course, for whom I work, said that she didn't mind the lack of a hat, but she did think the jersey that I wear made me look like a grandpa. I've been in tears for about 48 hours since that moment. I decided to go with it anyway, and we'll probably take it off before the real show starts so that people don't think that they're being addressed by a grandpa. Now, we are... Not that there's anything wrong with being grandpa. Of course, my own father is a grandpa, not of my offspring, mind, but of my brother's. We have got a number of wonderful books here that have come to sort of fill in space, most of them from National Geographic itself. And so they're very kindly lent these, or given these books to us to fill up the studio. The studio will look very different from this by the time we finished. I don't want to tell you too much about it before the actual show has started, because, you know, that will ruin the surprise for those who are not part of it. This chair, however, Senzo, is going to fly. We decided that this chair looks very out of keeping with the general theme of the studio, so we're going to put it outside, throw it away. In fact, Senzo, are you able to follow me here? Follow me around here if you can. Because, of course, this is the pre-show to the show and a general clown show, what we're going to do is take you into the final control, of course, where everything is actually happening. Senzo, come out the door, if you can. You seem to be stuck.
It's very much stuck.
Senzo, what is going on in there, man? Here you are. Right, come through here. This is the new final Come here! This is the new final control. There we go, very nice. There's Kirsten. She's apparently about to go running, or has just done so. There's Rebecca. She's dressed like a Red Indian. There's Slim Shady, who's dressed like Slim Shady. She's directing today, Slim Shady. There's Mr. Wallington, who has had to change his rhythm entirely. He's normally a bit of a night owl, but he's now been night and morning owl for the last week or so. Mrs. Wallington is dressed in a duvet, and Alex Voss is a silent killer. Don't put the camera on him. And there's Egbert, who is even balder than I am. Right, I believe we're going to start the show with me. This is very exciting. Thank you, Senzo. Well done.